trying to work back into that story. And I think, as I said, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but this classroom that we talked about, selling the trendline breaks, was done at 11 o'clock this morning in London. And we can obviously, what we suggested was if we can get north of this area here, we stop being a trendline break seller. We are simply more into more of the opportunity of maybe buying now that we've moved into the green zone. And obviously, one of the things you'll probably already now recognize is, yet again, the simple basic idea of the trendline break has resulted in this very, very substantial move to the downside on equities. No longer surprising, is it, how the market evolved based on this storyline evolving from the London session. So again, the guys that were in the classroom this morning, they'll recognize what I was saying. They'll recognize, the storyline that I was talking about this process, and they'll no longer be taken by surprise by it. They'll no longer look at it and say, what the hell are you talking about, sell side? In addition to which, of course, we had the market internals that went very bearish, didn't they? Does everybody knows the banker bet was very bearish? Yeah, I assume so. So we had the banker's bet on the NASDAQ, for example. The banker's bet on the NASDAQ was getting absolutely murdered from literally the retested highs. And you can see that if anybody had done any banker bet trades at the top edge, there was two opportunities to sell it. Once was in here, and then we got an even higher price, which was probably a surprise. It was certainly a surprise for me, but we got a higher price with more value on the retest, not less value, more value on the retest on the Qs. Back above that 1405 level, still very definitely in the red zone. And we went from a high price of 5s down to a low price there of 12s, nearly a full 100-point move on the Qs, which is obviously quite a good profit for anybody that understands the Qs profitability on this trade. It's a very, very, very good profit. Not difficult though, Alan, was it? Not difficult at all. Two level 2s, two top edges to work into. A banker's sell, which wasn't even questionable. It wasn't as if it was a touch or go sell. It was a banker sell. A failed auction below a gamma level. And then a sell came in behind the failed auction right here, which gave you the brilliant sell away from that price. And then from that point onwards, it's just been a progression of sells through to the bottom edges, and a massive profit for anybody that kind of follows this process. Massive profit. So I don't know why anybody would have any difficulty. I don't think anybody would have a difficulty with this. And obviously, you've now got a bit of value for the first time for the reversal trade coming in here. So if you're in a short trade, make sure you start locking that cash into the vault, guys. Start locking that cash into the vault. I'm going to be watching the book to see if any bids come in behind this tech route here, see if I can catch a scalp buy off the low prints. I'm seeing a little bit of action there. I've got a buy trade on, nice. I got a buy trade against some blocks there at around about the 97s, 98s. What a beautiful little scalp trade, guys. That's stunning. Beautiful. Profits in the bank account, locked in. Who's with me? Great little trade. We got a price there of 98s. 98.5 actually. 98.5. So we got a price of 98.5 on the long. Let's move out the value out the way for a second there. So I got a price of 98.5 there on that little trade there. Right, to start the process. Remember, this is hopefully just the start. Hopefully it will now move on through the session. So we got a quick buy trade there. Got a very, very good buy side response away from it. And locked in some pretty decent cash on that little bit of business there. So I'd love to sweep the stops, but I don't know if there's enough sellers to sweep the stops with. So I'm back long again. I'm back in at the 900 break back above, and I'm going to put my stops back in at break even. Sorry, I was a little bit slow there because I was talking, but I'll put it back in again, and I got in just above the 900 this time. And that means that my buy trade was literally just here this time. I was hoping we were going to get a sweep. We never got it, so I just stepped across and bought back in again. And we've had a very, very nice response to that. A very nice response to that trade as well. So, yep, nice, good, reasonable. Absolutely, absolutely. So that was a good response. We got a very, very nice, good sweeping upside trade right there. Very, very good. And this is obviously a 15-second chart, so you can see how fast it's moving. We're now getting a sweep to the downside. I thought that's what we were going to get the first time round. Let's see if we can get the stops. Go on, push it through, push it through. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Wasn't as difficult as you thought, was it? So we're getting the sweep of the stops now, so that's nice. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to get rid of all those weak traders at the bottom edge. And the sweeper, the deeper we go into this trade, the more stops we're going to pick up. And that was beautiful. Well done. Like it. Damn tootin' right, I like it. I got bigger size in that one. I got bigger size in that trade. That was helpful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Even love it more this time. We got a price of an average price of 92s that time, 92s. So right there, and that was our average price there. And beautiful. What a sweep. What a sweep. As I said, slightly bigger size this time. Got up to the halfway stage, halfway trade there, and just sellers coming in. I was one of them. So causing my own demise a little bit there by selling a little bit too much. I got a little bit of size in that trade, so I had to sell a little bit at the halfway stage, and I've just tried to buy back in again, but I never get filled, so I'm just waiting now for the remainder. I am still long, but I was trying to buy back what I had sold in the move up to the 0203s. So I was quite happy with that trade. So hopefully we get another opportunity. Yep, we got that extra bit of low. I've just added back in again. I never get filled the first time it swept down into the bottom edge, but I did get filled this time. We're back in it again. We're sweeping back north again. Beautiful. Another bit of profit off that 900. 900 is now becoming a bit of a barrier here. Seems to be some sellers every time we touch 900 just now, just pushing the price back down, trying to liquidate longs off the low price here. But they can do it all they like. I'm quite happy if they want to do it for the rest of the afternoon. If they want, I'll be happy to buy the bottom edge from them, and they can go stuff themselves. Okay, so that's us. Annihilated those guys off the 900s. So thank you very much. And stops in at break even plus a little bit of profit. What a bunch of doofs. Anyway, that's worked out really nice for us. Thank you very much. Well done, laddies. Back up to prior swing highs there at